What up? What up? What up?
No.
What's going on, everybody? We're back, man. Season 2 of the Off the Basis podcast, episode number 2. With your boy June Pierre, and we got my man Joe in the building. So it's only 2 weeks in the season.
Yes,
We got a
sir.
lot to talk about. It's still young, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still young, but we're gonna give y'all our first impressions of the season. First impression of the first 2 weeks of the season, and we're gonna do a little talk about New York baseball like we always do, and who's hot and who's not. So before we do all that, yeah. Once again, man, welcome to Off the Basis podcast, man, where we talk baseball, man. There's not a lot of podcasts that talk baseball all the time, but right here on the SamzSportz Multimedia Network, we do it all here, and we're gonna hit y'all with the baseball talk, man. And first 2 weeks, man,
Yeah.
up and down, man.
That's some
Right in your own backyard, Joe.
I'm actually watching the game on the TV right now. The Rays, man. They're taking advantage of Chris Sale, man. He's done, man. He's done. It's a wrap for Chris Sale. His career's over.
Me and somebody was going back and forth about it, saying asking is he still an ace, and I'm like, nah, he's not.
He might not even be a 5, bro.
Ooh.
He's basically the Red Sox version of Clark Schmidt right now. He just looks terrible, man. But the Rays, man, they look great. Both sides of the ball. Wander Franco is healthy, and he's looking like the player they expected. They started their top prospect today. He mowed him down for most of the game.
Yeah.
Brandon Lau's hitting. Yandy Diaz is hitting. Paredes is hitting bombs. I mean, this team is unbelievable right now. They're getting the pitching. That's the thing with this team now is they actually have legit starting pitching. And they even had an opener, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, and they blew them out, man.
Yeah.
This team is in for a run. I mean, I want to say it's a surprise, but we knew they'd be good, but not this good.
So my thing, right, Joe? Tampa is probably got one of the lowest payrolls.
Yep.
In baseball, but year after year, they just put a tough, gritty team out there. Not a lot of big names in up and down that lineup. They got a couple of, like you mentioned, the pitching starting with the kid Shane McClanahan.
Yeah,
and they just get it done, man. And I'm like, 11 straight. Looking like it's gonna be 12 straight. What's the score right now? 3-6 last time I checked.
8-4 top 7.
8-4. Okay, it was 3-6 last time I checked. But looking like gonna be 12 straight. I think this is the first time since 1987 a team like this started like that. I think the last team that started like this was I think it was the Milwaukee Brewers in 1987. But
87?
Yeah, I think that's what I said.
Because I know it was the Brewers, but man.
Yeah, man.
Long time.
A lot of people's not looking into the winning streak because who they played. It was the Detroit Lions.
Tigers.
Tigers. Washington Nationals in that schedule. You got the Boston Red Sox, who's not doing too much this year.
It's hard because I totally get it with the teams they're playing are well below average.
Yeah.
But still, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Yeah.
11 in a row. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Uh-huh.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to still win all those games, you had their hardest game. I think they won by 3 runs. They were losing to the Nationals. That they had a hell of a comeback.
Hey Joe, good thing you bring that up. They just not winning. They're like the game's over by like the 5th inning. They are beating teams.
Like the Oakland series, man.
Yeah.
Shit. It was like the 5th inning, both games. They scored like 7 or 8 runs.
Yeah, man.
Straight bomb. The grand slams, man. Bomb after bomb, man.
Yeah. And like I said, man, they don't have the big names. They have good young players and Wander Franco and Diaz on top of that lineup, but they just know how to put it together, man. And they definitely been one of the hottest teams that we seen to start the season for sure. And like I mentioned, they might be looking like they're going for 12 straight. So Dan, what's going on? Dan, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Off the Basis podcast. Like and share. When this happened this past Sunday, man,
it was brutal, bro.
Yo, everybody got in the chat like, no, not O'Neal Cruz, not the young star.
He's got to learn how to slide, bro. That's on him.
You okay? So you saying it's on him?
He slid late, and it was a crappy slide.
Yeah, I forgot who was the player that got
who hit him?
Santana. That got mad at the catcher.
Oh yeah, the guy on deck, yeah. He was just he got mad because Zebby he kind of did like a little like celebration. He didn't see the dude was hurt.
Yeah.
And then when he stopped it after, but I guess he took offense to it.
Yeah.
But the catcher did nothing wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was just catching the ball. That was a shitty, the throw was up line, but what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah. The thing is with this injury, he's one of the young stars, the up and coming stars at MLB, and you don't want to lose a star like O'Neal Cruz, who was definitely looking like he was gonna have a great season. He's not out yet for the season. What they saying? 4 months?
Maybe, but I don't know. See, it's a fracture.
Yeah.
If it was a break,
mm-hmm.
I think he would come back quicker.
Yeah.
But fractures, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You're better off with a clean break at that point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
I hope he comes back soon.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Definitely one of the players I like to watch for sure. I know Stacks wanted to talk about the Cardinals, man. It's still early in the season. Probably one of the most disappointing.
Yeah, they're slumping, man.
Yeah, they're definitely slumping. They had talking about a team that had a couple of tough schedule to start. Opening up with Toronto. I forgot who they followed up with, but I think was it the Angels? No.
Oh, you talking about the games they're struggling with?
No, they schedule because they schedule was kind of tough to open up with. I know they opened up with Toronto.
Yeah, we know that's a tough team.
Yeah, Toronto, then Atlanta, then Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's
3 teams that are expecting to compete or win their divisions.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with them. I'm just shocked to see their record.
Then they go to Colorado and lay a stinker on Monday night, but they got it together the past couple of days. Against the Rockies,
they had to do something.
Yeah, and but Noah Arenado, first player to hit 300 home runs and have 10 Gold Gloves. Look at that list, man. The list is full of Hall of Famers,
studs.
Yes, and
he'll be on that list in Cooperstown too.
Yes, sir. But the other Cardinal I wanted to talk about, this guy, and that's why
I said it.
Yep.
He's gonna be a beast.
And that's why I tell everybody watch the Off the Basis podcast, man. We let y'all know who the player is gonna be. And this was one kid we was definitely talking about a couple of weeks ago, Jordan Walker, who's starting off the season, even though the team is struggling, but starting off the season hot, man. 10-game hitting streak, 2 home runs already, 8 RBIs. Definitely stud, looking like he's going to be a stud in that lineup for years to come.
Yep.
The Cardinals always have that one player.
They do.
That's always step up every year.
Don't matter them, man, for real.
Yeah. So definitely he's one of those guys. This guy, Brian Anderson. Joe, just tell me I was watching him against my Mets.
Yeah.
This dude went off on us. And I'm like, yo.
Well, you know what? He's in a different situation now. He's not with the Marlins anymore.
Yeah.
He's got protection in the lineup. He's got other guys in the lineup. So, they can't exactly pitch around him.
Yeah.
So, he's getting plenty of opportunity and he's making the best of it. I don't think he's going to keep up this kind of pace, but he could be a solid player, man.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is Brian Anderson. I had to go Google him for a minute. I'm like, that name sounds familiar. I'm like, oh yeah, he played for the Marlins last year.
Yeah, you've seen him plenty of times.
Yeah, he ain't do none of this last year.
No.
So I'm like, oh man. But yeah, I think he took Sergio Yard twice in one game last week. I'm like, oh man. Had us like worrying about Scherzer for a minute. Like, come on. So, but yeah, he's been on a streak too, man. Definitely hitting the ball lately. So, yeah, this Orioles team, man.
Oh man, the game he had last night.
This last night snaps alone,
bro.
And guess who got him in fantasy?
The U.S. Stacks.
I do.
Of course. But you ain't playing me this week, so we're good.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Otani. Wet dreams.
All right, yeah.
But the stats, man, for last night, 9 RBIs, 2 home runs.
Single-handedly won the game for them.
Yes, he did, man.
They were getting blown out in that game. And then he said, all right, not today.
Yeah. Orioles, man. I know you just finished watching them play against your Yankees, man.
Should have swept them.
Yeah, should have swept them. Yeah. But they're a young team, man. They definitely up and coming, man. They definitely up and coming, man. They definitely got some studs in that lineup, young studs in that lineup. Rushman, Gunnar, and the Henderson kid, and Ryan Mountcastle, to name a few players in that lineup. So they definitely up and coming for sure. Do you agree with this power ranking, Joe?
I
think the project.
I think I'd probably move the Padres. I guess I watched them play the Braves this weekend. They dominated, man.
Yeah.
I would probably just flip those 2 spots. Put the Padres second and the Braves fifth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I didn't like how the Braves played this weekend. Oh, snap. The Red Sox just got a 3-run home run from Davis.
Uh-oh.
8-7. 8-7.
Uh-oh. That streak in jeopardy. What inning there?
Top 7.
Okay, so still a lot of baseball to go. But we all agree with the Tampa Bay Rays. That definitely should be the number 1 team. I don't know if they can hold that spot for all season, but it remains to be seen. Dodgers. I'll probably put I agree with you putting San Diego at 2, and I'll probably put Atlanta right there at 3.
I don't like how they played this weekend.
Yeah.
That series showed me a lot with them. I just didn't.
Right, they just lost one of their pitchers.
Max Fried's been out.
Yeah, Max Fried been out. Yeah. And I know Strider is going tonight, right? actually as we speak.
Yeah.
And he was struggling at first. He was down 2-9, but then Braves then tied the game up 3-3. So um, yeah, then you rounded off the top 10. You got the Houston Astros, Toronto Blue Jays, Milwaukee Brewers, New York Mets, and the Minnesota Twins. Us, I know we ain't talk about them a lot in our
I don't really like them.
yeah, but they finding those ways to sneak out these wins like today. Another great pitching performance by Sonny Gray.
Yeah, he's a revelation again, man.
Yeah,
He's back to
yeah.
being, decent. And White Sox are not very good.
Yeah.
I kind of disappointed with them.
Injuries killing them again. I feel like
Yep.
every year they start
Tim Anderson's out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Giolito isn't any good anymore.
Yeah.
And he's in a free agent year, so that sucks for him.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely getting them. But Minnesota definitely earn a spot right there, the top 10 spot. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things, man. The new rule changes with the pitch clock.
Love it.
This year. I think it was the Yankees game. Was it last night? It ended like 2 hours and 24 minutes. And y'all won that game, what, 10-2 last night? Yeah.
11-10. Yeah, I think 11-2.
The 11-2, yeah. But and that's what I look at now when I look at the box scores now, Joe. I look at the time, the time ending. These games are ending in 2 hours. like 2 hours and a half. Where usually a baseball game would take 3 hours and some change.
The first week of the season, I think maybe the first week or that start of the second week, the game was an hour and 57 minutes.
Yeah.
The game that Alcantara started.
Yeah. It was
hour
was
57.
Was it the Twins in the
Yeah, it was a 1-0 game.
Yeah. Twins
1 hour
in the Marlins game.
minutes.
Yeah, right. So I think it's working. It's working.
Yeah. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about the pitch clock. I still don't like the size of the bases.
Yeah.
But fun. I do like there's mad teams running.
Yeah. The steals, we're gonna see a lot of the steal numbers are gonna be high.
Yeah.
Stolen bases numbers gonna be
Gleyber Torres, I think, has like 6 or 7 steals already. He's not really known for his elite speed either.
Not at all. So I just wanted to chime on that, man, because when I definitely look at the box scores, I definitely look at what time the game ended.
Yeah,
it been ending quick, man. It's working, man. So let's see.
My only complaint with the rules is I hate the runner on second base in extra innings.
You say, yeah.
I hate the ghost runner, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
That's so annoying.
So we're bringing back who's hot and who's not. And we have our fantasy baseball league going. And look, this is my first time doing fantasy baseball.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
But I'm having fun doing it. I never was interested in doing it, Joe. So y'all, put it in the group chat, and I'm really like waking up in the morning, like looking at my lineup,
right? Yep.
Because baseball is every day. This ain't NFL where you got to just check it one time out the week, and you got to make it. You really got to look at your lineup every day to make sure this player is in the lineup or your starting pitcher. You got to make some changes to your lineup, add and drops. So definitely been an interesting one for sure, man. But who you got? Who's hot, man? Give me a position player.
I'll give you a Yankee that time right now. Gleyber Torres, man.
Yeah.
He's knocked the cover off the ball all season. He looks like the player before COVID.
Yeah. Gleyber definitely been one of the guys that been stepping up for the Yankees for sure. What pitcher you got that's hot?
Man, you can go a whole bunch of different ways here. You can
You
go with the whole race pitching staff if you wanted to.
You can stay in your backyard too.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
your pitcher.
I don't even think the ERA is. I think now. I don't think it's even at 2.5 for a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive. That this, But I mean, they gave up 7 runs today, but I don't know. It still should barely be over 2, probably. So I'd go with their whole pitching staff being hot. But I mean, you could go with him, Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole. Oh my God,
he's looked great in his first 3 starts.
Yeah. He definitely looked good, man. He definitely looked good. Urias, another pitcher. That's the pitcher. Urias, yeah, I always butcher his name. There's another pitcher that's been pitching well. Tampa Bay, Shane McClanahan, just picking up where he left off from last year.
Yeah.
Probably one of the top pitchers in the AL for sure. I got one in my backyard, Tyler McGill, man. Now picked up his 3rd win today. When we're dealing with these injuries to the pitcher staff, he definitely has stepped up. Definitely has stepped his game up this year. So, even though them 2 of them wins are against the Miami Marlins, but the win is a win. I take it. I definitely take it. So.
Actually, I got somebody else I want to add.
Yeah,
Luis Arias.
Oh my God!
Isn't he still batting over 500?
Yo, I just had his stat up. Hold on.
Yeah, I think he's still batting over 500.
500. It's exactly at 500.
Exactly. And didn't he have a cycle yesterday?
And he hit for the cycle yesterday. I meant to grab that graphic. Yo, the dude is good at baseball, man. Oh man, he is good at baseball, man. So, yeah, man, Arias definitely has been one of the best hitters in baseball this year for sure. So let me see who are the players that I got on my list that's hot. Pittsburgh. Let me go in Pittsburgh, man. We don't shout Pittsburgh out too much. Brian Reynolds.
Yep.
Brian Reynolds, man. Up there and the league, one of the league leaders in home runs and early in this 2-week season. Definitely got 5 home runs. He's definitely been up there. Xander Bogaerts, another one.
Yeah.
Been hitting the ball out there in the West Coast for the San Diego Padres. Definitely been hot too. What other players? I know a lot of people when we talk about Toronto, the first couple of names that come up is Vlad Guerrero, Bo Bichette, but they got this guy.
Is it Matt Chapman? Yep. Matt Chapman.
The other day, I looked over him for Vlad Guerrero, and I should have picked him for 2 hits the other day, and I'm like, oh man, this dude is. I think lead the league with 15 RBIs already.
He's been a monster.
Yes. And pretty much since towards the end of last year too, he's been hitting the ball. So
he's always been a good player. He's just a real streaky hitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, man. So those are the couple of players that's hot. I'm trying to see who players that's not.
Javi
Baez, yeah.
I don't even think he's batting. I don't even think he's at 100 yet. Batting 100.
Man,
I think he's still under 100. He's had I think he's the lowest batting average in baseball right now.
Wow.
Oh no, he got a hit. He got 2 hits on the 9th, so his batting average is 103.
Oh man. But Baez, he's one of them streaky hitters, though. Yeah. He's one of them guys. If he get it going, he can get it going, man. A guy
4 for 36.
Damn. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. A closer that I was seeing that was struggling. What's the guy from Cleveland? Clase?
Clase?
Yeah, I actually watched him against Oakland. He straight blew a save was it last Thursday or last Tuesday? I want to. I'm like, come on, he's supposed to be the shutout guy, man. Like
his velocity's down.
Yeah.
His velocity's down, so that's not helping. He got the loss today.
Yeah.
He gave up the W. He gave up the W.
Struggling, and he was one of the best closers in baseball last year.
That trade together was a steal, man. Traded. He was in the Corey Kluber deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
from
so
Texas. But another guy who's not is Kike Hernandez, man.
Oh man,
if it wasn't for today, before today's game, he was batting 83. 083. But he got 2 hits today.
Oh, okay.
So he's up to 128. So he's beating Baez. He's beating Baez, guys.
Oh man.
So maybe he's gonna turn it around. Because that's the thing. I've seen these two guys in the World Baseball Classic. They had decent at bats. That's why I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see if they get off the struggle lady. All right. We get towards the end of the show. New York State of Mind. Y'all just finished a tough 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians. I think who y'all have coming up this weekend?
The Twins, 4-game series starting tomorrow.
And do y'all see Sonny Gray in that series? No, I don't think I see Sonny Gray.
He pitched today, right?
Yeah, he pitched today, so I don't think.
Yeah, so we won't see him.
Yeah,
but we'll see Pablo and probably Maeda.
I know Maeda was dealing with an injury, but I think he's back though.
I think he's back, right?
I think he's back because I had him
slated.
I had him in fantasy. That's why I think he was dealing with it, but he should be back though. But
we see Joe. We see Joe Ryan tomorrow. Maeda pitches Saturday.
Okay. So, as far as the pitching, Cortez, Cole, like we mentioned, look good. The other guy, young guy that y'all had, Brito,
yeah,
not bad neither.
Nah, he looked good in spring too, man.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad to see him getting a chance. But they got to figure out Clark Schmidt, man. He don't look like he's got stuff to be a starter. I think he's a straight reliever.
Yeah. So, that's why I took the game to go over today because, it's been giving up some runs, Clark Schmidt. So, but, as far as the pitching, as far as hitting wise, you mentioned Gleyber Torres, definitely probably the hottest hitter in your lineup right now. Judge, still doing Aaron Judge things.
Yeah.
I think he hit 2 home runs in that Orioles series this past weekend. Huh?
You talking about Judge? Judge?
Yeah.
Judge hit 2 in the same game.
2 in the same game. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the game I was watching. Yeah. So, Judge, who the player that's still struggling in your lineup?
I mean,
I see they batted Volpe at leadoff.
Yeah, and he hit a double in his first at bat.
Yeah, to start in first at bat.
But he's actually struggling, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's not adjusting to the pitching well. He's, it's an adjustment period, so you don't want to. But he's struggling. But I'm sure he'll turn it around. He still gives you that speed element. So even if he walks, gets on base, he's the chance of stealing second every time he's on base.
Yeah.
Judge had a couple of real bad at bats the last couple of games. The game they lost in Cleveland, it was a runner on third and nobody out, and he had a check swing and he hit the ball and it freaking was a little lollipop to the second baseman, ruined the whole inning.
Oh wow!
So it was runner at third, nobody out. Karishnik was pitching. He started off with a triple to Torres.
Yeah.
Then Judge, crappy at bat. Rizzo, crappy at bat. And Stanton, Crappy at bat. All three of those guys. You had the heart of your lineup with a run on third to tie the game, didn't score.
Wow.
It happens. That's baseball, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk shit about Aaron Hicks all day. But I'm not going to.
Ain't gonna do it.
Same with IKF. It's the same shit.
Yeah. Frenchie. You ain't talking about Frenchie.
They found something. I think they found something.
I think he hit a home run. Did he hit a home run today or last night? He hit a home run today,
right? He's got like 4 and like
Frenchie.
He's got 4, yeah.
And Cabrera too.
Oswaldo. Yeah, he had the game-winning RBI today off the wall.
So the bottom of the lineup is definitely helping out. I seen a couple of games in Baltimore they came through in the bottom of the lineup. So can't forget about those two guys. They definitely been playing well. And like you just mentioned, I feel like Frenchie is gonna be the Matt Carpenter for last year for this year for y'all. So but we'll see, man. With the couple of games coming up against, and y'all go to Minnesota, right?
No, we're home.
Y'all home? Okay. So that home cooking, man, definitely gonna be something, man.
Be nice, yeah.
Far as the Mets, they were struggling on the road this past couple of days at Milwaukee. I know they last week in Milwaukee it was not looking good the past couple of days. Then we got Miami that came in there during the weekend, and I think they took 2 out of 3 from the Mets too. And they were struggling. They were struggling to get some hits. This Miami team this year, but
not overly worried about the Mets.
Yeah, I know a lot of people saying they ain't make no change to the lineup. This is the same lineup we rolling out there with again, but Lindor and I find Pete Alonso definitely getting it going. Alonso right there with 5 home runs up there as leading the league in home runs. So those two getting it going. We just need the other guys, Marte, to get it going. In a DH spot, Vogelbach definitely need to hit more. Cannon gave us a couple of good games this past couple of games. So Cannon definitely one of the guys that if we could get his back going, definitely will be a big help. So and Jeff McNeil, who they've been moving down in the lineup, been struggling this year too, after having a good season last year. So so those are the guys we looking at. Like I mentioned, Tyler McGill definitely been a bright spot as far as the pitcher spot, pitching for the Mets. A lot of people, Mets fans, was worrying about Max Scherzer after their performance in Milwaukee last week, but he definitely bounced back with a 5-0 win over the Padres on Monday. So
he
looked not good. Worried about Max, Scherzer. It's just the other guys in the lineup, Carrasco.
He
could give you an 8-9 strikeout game, but also could give up 8 runs.
Yeah, a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. So, those are the guys he definitely got to get it going. David Peterson and Carrasco, and Senga. I think he pitched tomorrow. If I'm not, I think Senga go tomorrow, Friday, for the Mets. He had a good game. He pitched a good game against the Marlins last time out. So let's see if he could get it going. But yeah, man, that's with the Mets. I think the Mets right now are sitting at 7-6. Right now, as we speak.
Fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll definitely be fine. So I'm not too worried. But these fans in New York, man, after a couple of games, they just start panicking. I'm like, yo, we're only 2 weeks in. Let's start panicking after 2 months. If we
don't know any better.
Yeah.
They need to sit back and chill and enjoy the Knicks.
Yeah. Playoff basketball, baby. Saturday, everything starts, baby. Forrest, want to go over the scoreboard. We had a couple of early games, like we mentioned, the Yankees 4-3 in that game. We like Joe mentioned, Cabrera hitting the game winner RBI in that game. Waldy Peralta get the win right there, and Clase get the loss in that game. So um, then you had the Mets and both New York teams played early. Mets getting the third game, the rubber match against the Padres in that series 5-2. I think Alonso went deep again in this game. So and McGill getting his third win of the season. So the Mets right there is, like I mentioned, sitting 7-6. Then what's the other game? Early games we had the Minnesota Twins 3-1 over the White Sox. Like we mentioned, Sonny Gray ERA is 0.53. Oh man. And Giolito's ERA 6. Sitting at 6 right now. Run.
It's had a
Man.
terrible start to the season.
Yeah. But damn, the basketball. Somebody call them Minnesota Timberwolves. Twins pick up the win 3-1 in that game. And this game will come on while I'm looking at the scoreboard. Okay. Other early games, we had Mariners beating up on the Cubs 5-2. Another team that's struggling right now, the Mariners. We expected a lot from them this year.
Yeah, we did.
But they're struggling right now. The pitching is not there.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, the pitching's not there with them, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought they were gonna be a lot better than that.
Mm-hmm. Jared Clinton, man, hit a home run today. 3 straight games.
He's looked better. He's looked better.
Yeah. And I swooped him right up. He was in free agent in the free agent pool.
Sure.
In the fantasy. I swept him right up. I was like, man, come on.
The Cubs are over 500 still.
Yeah. 6-5. Right
for
there.
Them? Yeah, shit.
Mm-hmm. Cardinals and the Rockies 7-4. The bullpen game, in that game, but they picked up the win to put them at 5-7. Like we mentioned, they've been struggling lately, but Colorado will get things going for you for sure. As everybody know. Milwaukee 3-7. Milwaukee Brewers and Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks picking up the win 7-3.
That's right. The Diamondbacks did.
Yeah, 8-5.
Hey,
like I said,
who called that last show?
Joe did. Joe did. Yeah, Corbin Carroll hitting blasted a big home run in that game. Went 404 feet on home run. So the Diamondbacks, man, as a team, like Joe mentioned, to look out for in that West, man. They pick up the win today. They got the Miami Marlins 3-2 over the Philadelphia Phillies. And that game, Jorge Soler hitting the home run to tie things up, to help the Miami Marlins to pick up a win. In that game, then you got the Angels picking up a win 3-2 over the Washington Nationals. Probably the worst team in the league right now. Yeah. But in that game, this kid, the catcher for the Angels,
O'Hara,
has been a bright spot for them.
He has.
When I look at the box score, he's doing something.
He's always doing something, man. He's a pleasure to watch. Imagine with him if he actually continues this with those two.
Yeah. So, and like you mentioned a couple of weeks ago, Hunter Renfroe is another guy that's been a big help for them in that lineup. So
it's a good player, man. Defensively and offensively, they just can't pitch.
Yeah.
Besides Ohtani.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, it is. Can't wait for William Hathaway, thanks for tuning into the show. Can't wait for the Yankees and Mets series. You probably have tickets for that game. for sure. So, oh man, so that's pretty much it, Joe, for this week. I know I want to thank Joe. He's a little under the weather, but he still came on here and do the show with me. I don't know where Stack's at, but he probably hit us up in the chat. Probably busy. Probably busy, but he'll be on the next show 2 weeks from now. So yeah, we'll be on 2 weeks from now. Just follow us right here on the SamzSportz multimedia network. We'll definitely have more information for y'all, more baseball talk like we always do on Off the Bases podcast. Follow us on Off the Top Sports Radio. I definitely be posting things up on there on our Twitter page and our IG page. So definitely do that. And that's pretty much it for this week. Joe, if you got anything else you want to put in there.
Yeah, man, just keep listening, keep watching the games, man. There's some good baseball going on. You have no excuse now. These games ain't lasting 4 hours anymore. You'll be out in less than 3.
Not
Give
at all.
baseball a chance. I got people texting me like, "Oh man, I'm loving the new pace, man. I haven't watched a game in a long time." So just keep watching, keep enjoying it. Shout out to my school's baseball team. They've won 7 in a row.
Oh man, shout out to them! Shout out to them, man.
Fernando High School Leopards, man, 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Good job, boys.
Picking up 7. That's hard in baseball, man. To go on a winning streak, man.
I know Christian Arroyo is probably happy hearing that.
Yeah, alumni there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's in town. We should have. It's too bad he couldn't go to a game.
Yeah. All right, man. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Like, share, and follow the SamzSportz Multimedia Network. If you missed the show, it will be on the page. You also could go listen to us on Apple, Spotify, you name it, we are on it, man. Just go listen to the show on there. And want to thank y'all, man. Deuces. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Be good.